And very warm welcome back to Sunday morning in Portugal. Opening round of the women will see La Reunionaise Johanne Defay taking on Tatiana Weston-Webb and I.Robinson as well. That is our triumvirate of surfers. Don't have the results. This is an opportunity to really get something on the board. Here's another look at our opening wave.
Incoming tide is on our side as we see Johanne Defay arcing.
Great looking wrap for her, and then just loses traction into a heavy section. So a surfer who's so good in the power, but Johanne Defay unable to get a finishing turn.
And then this is what I was talking about with Johanne, just showing the potential. Beautiful arc there. Sets up here.
And Johanne Defay, who's still really blazing that comeback trail from missing a couple of events with injury. And she looked almost back to her best over on the North Shore. Plenty more yet to come from her. She'll look to build her strength throughout this year. An important year for her. And how does she take on that new generation?
Well, here we got a quick up and out. For Tati, do what she does. Do what she does best with good decision making in heats, so that heat IQ is coming together along with the natural talent. And I feel that's why she's successful. Check this out.
All right, great hit there. A bit of venom from I.Robinson, really nice. Gets the finish as well, gives herself a little clap too. We know about her power. We know what she can do. She did there, here it is again.
Now, surfer from Janja, power, you called it, Paul. Big snap there, overpowering that section. Even though she was a bit late, so solid on her feet, able to put the board back down again. We can look at this again. Power snap, regains on the toes, and a little late, but no problem, is able to maintain square stance.
And it will be tougher if you're caught inside a punch through. So that decision is something our surfers are going to have to make. She's doing the runner and has cost her a bit of time. Here's Defay now with a great looking wall in front. Nice turn from her. She would have loved another one. The wave will just stretch out. But Johanne Defay using that priority. All right, here's Johanne.
One turn. And that's all she's going to get. But, you know, right now in this heat, as we take a look from above of Johanne Defay, my feeling is that it will be a battle for second in advancing position.
Some of this younger generation to take them on and show what she can do. Meanwhile, let's have a look at Tatiana.
Tatiana on the replay. Goofy foots have been solid this morning. And Tati with some flow through her backhand turns. Again, the tempo, the flow, multiple maneuvers, little setup here. But this is really where timing comes into play. Bottom turn is so important on backhand surfing.
Let's remind ourselves of that high number for I.Robinson though, the 7.5, and she's just ridden that one wave. Meanwhile, let's have another look at Weston-Webb pushing really hard. Ball got away from her a bit there and unable to get a completion. We have seen, I think throughout this day, we've seen
she just went down to the bottom of the pecking order. Here's Johanne.
Defay.
Oh, and she got handed it right back.
Yeah, so not a great use of priority from her that wave. Always looked like being a closeout.
Talk about stacking the odds in your favor. If India's able to have a great result here, the next stop's in her hometown. So if India is able to, hey, you walk away with anything from a quarters on up.
Couple of times in this one, she's paddled for waves that never really looked like offering much. Don't know whether that's just nerves or maybe just relative lack of familiarity with the spot. Someone who's familiar with belt and the lip. All right, here goes Tatiana as she stomps down into a great looking section and a similar kind of turn she did early on. The ball gets away from her, the legs get a little straight and she'll go down. Indy's on the inside right now, 4 on the clock. This one really tight. This is where the prep comes into play. Meanwhile, here goes Weston-Webb and another frustrating opportunity in terms of that wave running away from her. She squared up with the bottom turn, had a look down the line and realized the only thing to do really was jump off the board. So not a great way to add points. That's
these mystery corners kind of pop up. You think it's going to be a corner, but they're just straight-handers. Here goes an important one for Johanne.
Looking for a 3-7-4. Great first turn. And another one. And there she is. She's back at this now. There's the combo. The first turn, vintage Defay. Using that rail, snapping with power and authority. And then comboing it up with a little tag to finish as well. Didn't need to do too much on that last turn. And good surfing from her. That is not a big requirement for a kite putt.
This right here, this is a clutch wave. Held back a little bit, got the carve in there. This is very important to finish. Snap to finish, fist pump, and rightfully so for Johanne Defay. One more time, looking up again. and she will definitely change the environment of this heat with this number when it comes through. Just needed 3.74. I'm looking at this. My opinion, she got it and more.
A crucial moment in heat number 5.
Here we go, though, the comeback.
Tati into the lip, just drifts that one up. So just changing the type of turn that she's trying to do, and the ocean just doesn't feel like cooperating with her at the moment at all. She'll have a minute when she pops up. She might have a couple of waves on the head, a couple of errors, paddling for waves. It didn't offer much, losing priority multiple times. Eventually, she was able to use that priority really well. In an action-packed heat, a relatively low score in one by virtue of the fact that the high score Robinson, she couldn't back it up.